Jingery. Jingery means hello. Here's the land. Here's the sky. Here are my friends. Here am I. Hands up. Hands down. We are on Yugambeh ground.
On this land, nestled beside the Logan River, once known as Jugulumba, upon which our college now stands, we acknowledge the enduring presence, care and custodianship of the Gugingin and Mununjali clans of the Yugambeh Nation,
who have walked gently on this country for 40,000 years.
We honour the Gugingin people as artists, artisans, fishers, farmers and storytellers and innovators, those who have nurtured land and law with wisdom, resilience and deep spiritual connection.
As a school in the Anglican tradition, we give thanks to God for the riches of this heritage and the beauty of this place.
We commit ourselves to walking humbly, listening deeply, and working in genuine partnership with the traditional custodians of this land in the spirit of truth-telling, justice and reconciliation.
Every year in Australia, people come together to reflect on the past, recognise truth and work towards a more respectful future. Two important events help Australians remember this journey: National Sorry Day on the 26th of May and National Reconciliation Week from the 27th of May to the 3rd of June. These dates are connected to important moments in the history of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and Australia as a whole.
National Sorry Day is held every year on the 26th of May. In this context, sorry is said as an act of empathy, not of blame or guilt. Sorry Day remembers and acknowledges the pain and suffering caused by past government policies that remove many Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children from their families. These children are known today as the stolen generations. For many years, Indigenous children were taken away from their homes, culture, language, and communities. Families were separated, and the impacts are still felt today. Sorry Day is a time to listen to survivors, acknowledge the truth of Australians' history, and show respect, healing, and support. The date marks the anniversary of 1997 Bringing Them Home report, which told the stories of the stolen generations and revealed the lasting impacts of child removal policies. National Reconciliation Week runs from the 27th of May to the 3rd of June every year. Reconciliation means building respectful relationships between Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and non-Indigenous Australians. It is about truth-telling, understanding history, recognising Indigenous cultures and working together for a fairer future. The week encourages all Australians to learn about the past and think about how everyone can contribute to reconciliation today.
The 27th of May marks the anniversary of the 1967 referendum. In this referendum, over 90% of Australians voted yes to change the Constitution. This allowed the Australian government to make laws for Aboriginal people and include Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in the national consensus. The referendum was an important step toward equality and recognition. Although it did not solve every issue, it showed strong public support for change and justice. Today, the anniversary reminds Australians of the power of unity and the importance of continuing the journey toward reconciliation.
The 3rd of June marks the anniversary of the historic Mabo Decision. On this day in 1992, the Australian High Court recognised that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples had traditional ownership of the land before British colonisation. The case was led by Eddie Koiki Mabo from the Torres Strait. Before the Mabo Decision, Australian law was based on the idea of terra nullius, meaning land belonging to no one. The High Court rejected this idea. The decision recognised native title and became one of the most important legal decisions in Australian history. Mabo Day honours Eddie Mabo's courage and the ongoing connection Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have to country. National Sorry Day and Reconciliation Week are opportunities for all Australians to learn, reflect and act. They remind us that reconciliation is not about remembering history, it is also about creating, respecting, understanding, and equality for future generations. By listening, learning, and standing together, Australians can continue the journey towards reconciliation. Reconciliation begins with the truth, respect, and understanding.
Canterbury College is acknowledging these dates by hosting the Anglican Schools Queensland Inter-Schools Aboriginal Games competition today in our fields. Many teachers will also be wearing purple, honouring the purple native hibiscus flower, which has become a symbol of National Sorry Day. Its colour represents healing and compassion, while the flower reminds Australians to remember the experiences of the stolen generations and continue the journey towards reconciliation. As part of National Reconciliation Week, we would like to create a display of footprints representing our steps toward reconciliation and respect. Students are all invited to write a message, reflection, or commitment on a footprint template. These will be displayed in the bay in our display of Walking Together Towards Reconciliation.